Hey guys, Miss Rochelle here. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having an incredible Sunday so far, that you had an incredible week last week. I know last week was a lot different than normal with this distant learning. It was a little bit of crazy, maybe exciting, frustrating. It was probably of a lot of different emotions. I know it was at my house. That's actually why I'm in my car videoing this. My house is still crazy today and not quiet. And I went to video outside and it was just as crazy. The animals were even hollering and it was just crazy. So the quietest place is my car right now. So this is what we got. But anyways, I'm super excited to introduce to you guys a new topic we're going to talk about this month. And that is humility. Humility is putting others first by giving up what you think you deserve. And it's going to be an incredible month talking about that. And we have a Bible verse that goes right along with that. And this is the Bible verse that if you guys learn, you guys get your name on the board for that drawing at the end of the month. And it's going to be Philippians 2:3. Now, Philippians is in the New Testament, which means it's in the back of your Bible. And on Sunday mornings, we usually like to go through the books of the Bible so that way we can start memorizing them. So that would be Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians. Okay. So I actually highlighted it for you guys, but then I realized what you guys would read would be backwards. So that's not going to work. So I'm just going to read it to you. And it says, don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you're proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves. So it is a really good verse with a really good topic. I'm excited because humility is not easy. And if we're honest, we want to be first in line. We want to be that person that gets the last piece of the cookie cake, or we want to get that recognition for something that amazing happened. Let's face it, especially right now with what's going on, it's a whole lot of me, and I, and wanting to be first and thinking about ourselves instead of thinking about others. But that's not what Jesus wants. Jesus came to turn everything upside down, to turn upside down the way that people thought, the way that people did things, the way that people said things, the reason why people said things. He completely flipped everything upside down, and that's going to be our theme this month, is upside down. So think about that this month, and think about that as you watch the So-and-So show today, that especially when Jesus died on the cross, he flipped everything upside down. He changed everything, and he is still changing things today. He gave us that perfect example of what humility is, and it's going to be an exciting month and a lot of good stuff to learn, because he definitely put us first when he died on that cross for something that he did not deserve. So I'm super excited about this month. So we are going to worship. We have a fun song for you guys to listen to, one to maybe get you moving, because I'm sure you're maybe a little bit woke up late or slept in, or however you want to put that. And then we have two worship songs that you do with Miss Mandy and Mr. Justin that you get to worship with us. So, and then the So-and-So show. And then after the So-and-So show and they reveal the question, we have an activity for you to do with your family. You guys can do it together. It'll be super fun. And hopefully we'll be able to see some of your smiling faces. I know we have some friends that want to say hello to you and say how much they missed you as well. So have a wonderful Sunday, and we will hopefully get to see you very soon. Know that we are praying for you guys, that we love you, that we miss you. And if you guys have anything specifically that you want us to pray for, make sure you reach out to us. We would love to pray for you specifically. Know that we are praying for you, but if there's something specific, please reach out to us so we can do that for you. We miss you. We love you. Have a wonderful week, and we will talk to you very soon, I hope. Bye.
Oh yeah. We're moving.
It's moving time. Come on, everyone. It's time to get your move on and have some fun. You know what I mean? So let's go. Come on, up on your feet and shake it out. Shake your legs and your arms. Shake your head and get moving.
This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song. This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song. This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song. This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song.
Everybody move to the left.
To the left.
Everybody move to the right.
To the right.
Stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. Raise your arms up high and wave like jelly. And the boys sit down. 'Cause we're the boys. Now the boys stand up. Get up now. A girl turn. A girl sit down. Yeah, we're the girls. The girls stand up. Come on. Everybody sit down.
We're down now.
Everybody stand up. Sit down. 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 Stand up.
This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song. This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song. This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song. This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song.
Now you gotta understand that God gave you some hands. So raise those hands in the air and give someone a high five like you really do care.
Oh, yeah.
High five, high five, high five, high five, high five, high five, high five. Now raise those hands in the air and let me hear you snapping. And bring those hands together as we praise God with some clapping. That's some good moving. But now we're gonna go pro. Can you keep up? I don't know. Here we go. Do the Dougie. Do the Dougie. Do the Dougie. Do the Dougie. Do the mark. Yeah, we're doing the mark. Let me see it to the Steve. Oh, hold on. Why is that me?
Now the robot freeze. This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song. This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song. This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song. This is called the moving song. Moving song. Moving song. I wanna see everybody moving. I wanna see everybody grooving. I wanna see everybody moving. I wanna see everybody grooving. I wanna see everybody moving. I wanna see everybody grooving.
I will sing forever of your love come down with my hands to heaven, shout your praises loud. I was lost in darkness when you pulled me out. I will sing forever of your love come down. I once was blank, I could not see. Chains of sin had shackled me, but God in heaven heard my plea. And Jesus, Jesus, rescue me. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, rescue me. I will sing forever of your love come down. With my hands to heaven, shout your praises loud. I was lost in darkness when you pulled me out. I will sing forever of your love come down. Now grace so sweet, it floods my soul, and hope eternal won't let go. My debt erased at Calvary, 'cause Jesus, Jesus rescued me. Oh, Jesus, Jesus rescue me. I will sing forever of your love come down. With my hands to heaven, shout your praises loud. I was lost in darkness when you pulled me out. I will sing forever of your love come down. Come on. Well, there's a home beyond the sky. A song we'll sing for all of time. The grave is empty, I am free. 'Cause Jesus, Jesus rescued me. Oh, Jesus, Jesus rescue me. Here we go. Sing it out. I'll sing forever of your love come down. With my hands to heaven, shout your praises loud. I was lost in darkness when you pulled me out. I will sing forever of your love come down. I will sing forever of your love come down. With my hands to heaven, shout your praises loud. I was lost in darkness when you pulled me out. I will sing forever of your love come down. I will sing forever of your love come down. I will sing forever of your love come down.
Step out of the shadows, step out of the grave, break into the wild, and don't be afraid. Run into wide open spaces, grace is waiting for you. Dance like the weight has been lifted. Grace is waiting. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. There is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. There is freedom. Come out of the dark, just as you are, into the fullness of His love. Oh, the Spirit is here, let there be freedom. will fall, prison shake at the sound of Jesus' name. Lives made whole, hearts awake at the sound of Jesus' name. Chains will fall, prison shake at the sound of Jesus' name. Lives made whole, hearts awake at the sound of Jesus' name. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, there is freedom. Knock at the door, just as you are, into the fullness of His love. For the Spirit is here, let there be freedom. Let there be freedom. Feels like the weight has been lifted. Grace is waiting. Come on. Dance like the weight has been lifted. Come on. Dance like the weight has been lifted. Grace is waiting for you. Dance like the weight has been lifted. Grace is waiting. Oh, dance like the weight has been lifted. 'Cause He did it. Yes, He did it. Oh, dance like the weight has been lifted. Grace is waiting. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, there is freedom. Out of the dark, just as you are, into the fullness of His love. For the Spirit is here, let there be freedom. Let there be freedom. Let there be
Thank you.
Yep. Hello, so-and-so friends.
Hey to you and all of our viewers.
From near
and far.
welcome to the So-and-So Show.
I'm John.
And I'm Brandon.
And we have got a show for you today.
that we do. Why don't you tell them about it, John?
Oh, no, my friend, after you.
I insist.
No,
After you.
no, I insist after you. It's time to play a game we call After You.
And now for everyone's favorite game show, After You.
This is a game that requires humility, where you want to put the other person first. So, after you.
What am I supposed to do?
We're going to balance a cup of water on a book, on our heads.
Okay.
Water balancing.
After you! Yes!
Holding your breath in a bucket of water.
After you!
Standing on a box while being hit with a palm frond.
After you. After you. After you. After you.
No. Whoa, whoa.
Keeping a grape in your mouth.
What does it have to do with humility?
What?
I said, what does this have to
After you!
Thanks for playing After You.
What a great game.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm so much more humble than you. I put you first every
You
time.
did not put me first.
Sure I did.
No, you did not.
Sure I did. You were the first to drop the water, the first to choke on a grape. I put you first in the game, which makes me first in putting you first. Wait a minute. Maybe I should have put you first by telling you to put me first. But if you put me first, because I let you put me first, I'd still be first at putting you first, which means, oh! It was you who were putting me first all along. Well played, Brandon. Well played.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
What's up, guys?
Not too much, Kellen. Just being soups humble.
Oh, yeah? Well, then I've got a story for you.
After you, Kellen.
No. I'm humble.
Thank you. Our story picks up just after Jesus shared what he knew would be his last supper with his disciples. His heart was very heavy, so Jesus led his disciples outside to a place called Gethsemane, a kind of garden with olive trees. And Jesus asked Peter, John, and James to keep watch so he could pray. The disciples sat and waited, tired after a full meal, while Jesus went off by himself to pray to God. It was not a happy prayer. Something very bad was going to happen to Jesus that night, and he knew it. He was so sad, so anxious, and he prayed to his Father in heaven with all his might.
My Father, if it is possible, take this cup of suffering away from me. But let what you want be done, not what I want.
He prayed this way for what felt like an hour. But when he returned to his friends, he found them sound asleep.
Couldn't you keep watch with me for 1 hour? Watch and pray. Then you won't fall into sin when you are tempted. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak.
3 times, Jesus asked his disciples to stay awake while he prayed. And each time, his friends fell asleep. And then it happened.
Are you still sleeping? Look, the hour has come. The Son of Man is about to be handed over to sinners. Get up. Let us go. Here comes the one who is handing me over to them.
The disciples watched horrified as Judas, one of their friends, came up to Jesus, followed by a large crowd armed with clubs and swords.
Greetings, Rabbi.
Friend, do what you came to do.
Judas went to Jesus at once and kissed him. This was Judas' signal to the armed men that Jesus was the one they should arrest. When they saw the signal, they grabbed Jesus. That's when Peter leapt into action. Peter took out a sword and lifted it. He swung the sword at the servant of the high priest and cut off his right ear.
Yeah. Go, Peter.
Woo! Yes! And then Jesus' disciples fought off the armed men and brought Jesus safely back home. Thanks for the story, Kellen.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not exactly what happened.
Oh, don't ruin this happy ending for me, Kellen.
So Peter cut off the servant's ear. But then, before things got completely out of hand, Jesus spoke out to the angry crowd.
Put your sword back in its place. All who use the sword will die by the sword. Do you think I can't ask my Father for help? He would send an army of angels right away. But then, how would the scriptures come true? They say it must happen in this way.
Then Jesus touched the man's ear and healed him. But Jesus' disciples, his friends, ran, leaving Jesus alone. He was arrested and taken away. To be continued.
That's not happy at all.
I know, but that's what happened. In fact, things got even worse after that.
Worse?
I don't get why Jesus was arrested in the first place. He didn't do anything wrong.
True.
And if he could have called an army of angels to save the day, why didn't he do that?
Well, it's like what Jesus said when he was praying. He told God, "Let what you want be done, not what I want." Sure, he didn't deserve to be arrested. And sure, he could have easily done something miraculous to save himself. But Jesus knew that God had a bigger plan, so he put God first. And really, by putting God first, he was putting us first, because we were the reason God sent Jesus in the first place.
Oh, so it is a happy ending?
You'll have to wait until next time to find out.
Ah, rats.
Or, you could ask somebody how it ends, or read it in the Bible. It's a very famous story.
Great idea, Kellen. Thank you for the story.
Yeah, thanks.
No problemo. I'll see you guys later.
Later. Okay, so now we know where to turn to find out how to put others first.
Yeah, the After You game.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, right. Jesus.
Jesus put his friends first, even though they fell asleep when they should have been keeping watch.
His enemies, too. He actually healed one of the guys who came to arrest him.
He put everyone first, which brings me to a question.
Oh, reveal the question.
How do you put others first?
By letting them order before me at a restaurant.
Oh, yeah, or by watching what someone else wants to watch on TV.
See, that's why you sat through 14 hours of baking shows with me last week.
Yeah, and I still don't know what fondant is.
You know what? You win, friend. You win, my friend. You are definitely the most humble person
Not
alive.
a competition.
Well, you're number one.
No.
You're number one. You're number one. No. You're putting me first, so I'm number one. No, you're number two. You're number two.
Talk about it together.
You're number two.
How do you put others first? And we'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show. Can we go now?
Oh, after you.
Okay.
See? Now I'm number two. I'm number two. I'm number two. Wait. Ancient Romans used to use grapes as earplugs.
I can't hear you. I've got a grape in my ear.
I have a grape in my ear. I can't hear you. Do you know what they used to use grapes for as well? Like so. When they swim. Oh, you knocked one of my. I can hear. I can hear.
Miss you guys, love you guys. It'll all get back to normal soon, and as the famous philosopher Dory says, just keep on swimming. See you later, guys.
Hey guys, it's Nikayla. I hope you're having fun, and we miss you a lot.
Hey kiddos, it's Mandy. Just wanted to let you know how much I am missing worship with you guys and missing all of your shining bright faces and your hugs and your smiles. And I just want to let you know that hopefully we'll be able to get together soon. But until then, just know that I love you all. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for our country. And I just can't wait to see you soon. Mwah.